And today we're gonna do a HIIT workout. So, hey, I see, is that Jessica? Hey, what up? I'm far away, so I'm not gonna be able to see who's popping on, so the interaction will be pretty limited, but I'm hopefully you guys can hear me. I needed to zoom out so you guys can see the whole space that I'm working with. Okay, so a couple things. HIIT. What is a HIIT workout? If you're not familiar with it, it's a high intensity interval training workout. So they're usually short spurts, and you give all you got, kind of pedal to the metal for anywhere. HIIT workouts could be anywhere from 20 seconds, 30 seconds to a minute. So today's workout is going to be full tilt for 30 seconds for each movement. Okay, so pay attention because there's a couple moves that it'll be 30 seconds aside because you've got two legs, right? So watch for those. But before we get started, a couple things you need to know. High intensity interval training, I don't know why I'm having a hard time with that today, is intense, okay? You certainly can modify, and I'm going to show you how to modify every move today. So it's something everybody can do, but you have to know what your limitations are. So make sure you're very, very knowledgeable of where your body is to date and something you can work towards, okay? So I'm going to show you a modification, and then I'm going to show you a more intense version on how you can up the ante a little bit with this workout. It's full body, head to toe, so you're going to be sweating. You're going to hit your arms, your core, and your legs, and you're also going to hit your mind because your endorphins are going to be flowing. You're going to feel good, and you're going to start to recreate that relationship with your whole body and how you feel post-workout, okay? So again, this is not to replace your workout. This is just something to do as a bonus. Maybe you feel like you got a little more left in the tank and you want to add 5-10 minutes after your workout, or you want to do something with the baby's napping, whatever, okay? So a couple things you need. Ladies, if you are heavy-chested or you're breastfeeding, I would recommend an awesome sports bra because you're jumping and doing a little bit of plyo moves, and you know what happens with the girls. So make sure you have something that has that's good support, okay? Right now I'm loving Victoria's Secret sports bras. Lululemon has some great ones. Athleta has some good ones. Champion, so you can even go to Target and get a great sports bra, all right? Make sure you have good shoes. I recommend cross-training shoes. Why not running shoes? Because running shoes are made for running. They are made for just unilateral movements, whereas cross-training and more HIIT workouts tend to have more lateral movements, so you want to make sure you've got that flexion, and shoes are made for every different sport. So you're not going to use weightlifting shoes to go running, and you're not going to use running shoes to weightlift. So make sure you've got a good pair of shoes. Another thing, make sure you got yourself some water. This is my new obsession. The Hydro Flask, this is 40 ounces of water, and talk about banging out your water consumption in like half a day. So my goal is to finish 2, maybe 3 of these a day, and I don't include the amount of water that I drink during or post-workout. So I usually have a mason jar of like 24 ounces, but this is awesome. So let's get to the workout. You don't need any equipment. No equipment. Usually high-intensity interval training workouts, you don't. You just need your body, and you need a place to do it, and then go to town, all right? There's a little breeze coming through my backyard, so I'm hopeful that my camera does not tip over. If it does, kind of how it works. Anywho, okay, so like I said, every move's 30 seconds. I'm going to show a modification, and I'm going to show the more intensified version, all right? There's going to be 2 moves within one section, and you're going to do those twice, all right? And then you're going to move on to the next. So there's a total of 3 sections, all right? And then you're going to repeat the whole thing 2 or 3 times. It's up to you and what you have time for and what your output is and what you kind of have left in the tank, all right? So I encourage you to push yourself. This shouldn't take you any more than like 10 minutes. So get a timer, watch the moves, and then write them down or come back and pause the video later and watch the replay and do the moves yourself. And I want to hear how you do. I want your questions. I see there's a bunch of comments, and I'm going to check them out later. Like I said, I don't have like laser beam vision to be able to see what you guys are posting. So thank you guys so much for those that are talking on the video and asking questions. I'm going to make sure I get to those. All right. So I'm hopeful that people aren't saying they can't hear my audio. Anyways, first one is a jumping lunge or a lunging jump shot. So What it is you are going to, I'm going to show you profile, okay? So first is your modification. So you're going to come down into a lunge, right? And then jump up, okay? So lunge, jump up. So your modification is here, up here. So you're bringing that knee up off the ground and you're driving it up with your lower abdominals, okay? This is your modification right here. 30 seconds, this leg, okay? Here is your more advanced version. You're gonna drive it up. Whoa, get my balance. Here's the thing, 30 seconds goes fast, but just as I kind of proved, balance is everything. So it's really easy to lose your balance. Don't go rapid motion if you lose your balance, because that's when injuries occur and you're really not getting anything out of it if you're wobbling all over the place, okay? So get yourself stable first. So, accelerated option, you're touching the ground, you're exploding up off that left leg, all right? 30 seconds each side. I'm going to show you this side now, going to my right. Modification, up, core super tight, knee is 90 degrees, jumping up. Here's your accelerated option, touch the ground, up, up, okay? 30 seconds each leg. Now we move on to the next one, mountain climbers. So 30 seconds mountain climbers. You're going to come down. Your hands are going to be underneath your shoulders. Your butt is squeezed, hamstring squeezed. You're not peaked like this. You're not dipping down. Get that spine neutral, back flat. Just driving those knees in to your chest, okay? Modification, one knee in slow, okay? Advanced, you're kind of running, right? Keeping that butt down. It's easy to do this. Don't. Keep that butt down. It's really going to fire up your core. Also awesome for your arms. 30 seconds of that. Then you're going to repeat it, okay? So you're going to do those two moves twice. Simple numbers here, right? Okay. Next section, sumo squat hops. Really simple. Wide feet, toes flared out, chest tall, okay? Back nice and flat. It's going to be as if you are going to run yourself down the wall. Knees are darting out, okay? And then you're going to jump up. Let me show you this way, okay? Here is your modification. Down, up on your toes. Down, up on your toes. You should be squeezing your inner thighs. You should feel your calves flex as well when you go up on your toes, okay? Here's your advanced version. Touching the ground. Up, up. Keep that core really, really tight. Drive and push those knees out. Really make sure you push them out. You're gonna feel that flare, that fire in your inner thighs, okay? And your butt. So those are sumo squat hops. Then we're just gonna go to a simple high knee. That's your next 30 seconds. So 30 seconds of the sumo squat, hop, 30 seconds of high knees. If you can't run, okay, and see my knees are coming up, a lot of core, then I want this. That's your modification for 30 seconds. Repeat that twice. Last section. Love these because these are awesome for your glutes. All right, we want a nice shapely ass, right ladies? So here's your modification. Right here, you're not getting very low, but your booty's out, right? Booty's out, that back leg is just there for balance, right? Most of your energy is in that front leg. You gotta be sure you can wiggle your toes, okay? Just little hops. That's your modification. If you can, get higher, touch the ground. If you can go longer, I've got a little thing here. I'm gonna bust my elbow. And touch the ground. That is a more accelerated version, is to touch the ground. But again, high intensity, you wanna hop, okay? Next move, to catch my breath, burpees, everybody's favorite. Option one, okay, this is your modification. A burpee, you got a nice wide stance, right? You're gonna come down, make sure you got space behind you, so I'll scoot up. Remember those wrists under the shoulders that I showed you from mountain climbers? Same thing with the burpee. Come down, back, in, up. Again, that's your modification. If that's too much for you, still. Down, step back, back in, and up. Okay, you're gonna do that for 30 seconds. Here's your advanced version. I'm gonna give you two more options. Down, back, jump up. Down, chest to ground, up. What I don't like when I see burpees with the push-ups is that snaking, because you've lost all engagement in your core and you're going to start to wreck your lower back. So this is what I don't want. This is not proper burpee. Okay? That was probably the biggest contention I had with CrossFit burpees, is that snaking thing. That is not a proper way to build your core. I'd rather you just go straight into a plank, build that core strength and that upper body strength until you can do it properly. Show you one more time. Down, into a plank, push up, back in, wide stance to help you get back up, all right? I wore the wrong tank top. Okay, so those are your 3 moves. I will write them all in for you in the subject above. I want to know how you do. I have one bonus for you. One bonus. 1 minute plank hold. Pretty simple, right? We got a lot of core movement, but this is something, once you've allowed your body to calm down a bit, you can come into on your elbows. Your elbows are going to be right underneath your shoulders, butt down, butt squeezed, flat back, 1 minute. Holding it here. If you need modification, come to your knees. You notice my back is still flat, okay? As you get advanced, come up on your toes. Do half and half if you have to, or start up here, give yourself 10 seconds, quick second, back up, come down, back up if you need a little bit of break. All right, so you have 3 sections. Each move in those sections you're doing 2 times until you move on. Give yourself 15 seconds rest before you go into the next section. All right, it's not a lot of rest because you want to go, go, go. The idea is to get the heart rate up, allow it to come back down slightly, and then boost it back up again. Awesome to rev up your metabolism, you guys. You're going to love it. You're going to sweat. I want to hear how you do. Thanks for hanging out and listening to what I have to say. Let me know how you do with the workout, okay?